During the dry season, while cobras are holed up in their dens sheltering from the heat, villagers from Koksanga set off in search of sleeping serpents. Termite mounds are a favorite haunt of snakes. The shed skin in the nearby thicket is a sure sign that this residence is in use. The men chip away at the entrance to the den until the snake is exposed. Fashioning a noose on the end of a bamboo pole, the men lasso the cobra. A bounty such as this 10-foot adult is becoming increasingly hard to find in the wild, so today's catch is highly prized. Although the black market price for snakes has skyrocketed due to the demand for their blood and meat as an aphrodisiac, the people of Koksanga never sell their snakes. Wild caught snakes are far too valuable to these showmen as they are the most aggressive in the boxing ring. This type of snake is a showstopper, and the wranglers are excited to test the new king out. For the cobras in the wild, the ever-declining population makes finding a mate more difficult. Luckily, there is a potent clue that helps a king cobra find his queen: the scent of musk. The cobras exude a musky aroma during the mating season, and with his tongue flicking, this male has managed to pick up the scent of a mature female. When he tracks her down, he must approach cautiously. King cobras aren't always in the mood for company, and if his timing's wrong, this female is likely to eat him for lunch. Love between cannibals is a cautious affair. The dance between them can last for several hours, as he must convince her he can provide pleasures even greater than eating him alive. As they join together, the male starts pushing and headbutting the female with excitement. Once they have each other's trust, they enter into a bond that is most unusual among snakes. Unlike any other snake, the male and female king cobra will stay together after mating to build a nest and guard their eggs. The day of the festival is fast approaching. For Tongkam, this means being at his prime for the biggest fight of the year. For Tak, it means his debut is just around the corner. The two fighters spend all their spare time training. Tuck is keen to show his companions what he has been practicing. He's decided to add a few tricks to his performance, attempting to kiss the angry snake while it's spring-coiled and ready to strike.
Now I'm still a young boy, so I fight only with red snakes. But when I grow up, I'll fight with king cobras. So I have to start practicing when I'm still young. When I get better, I'll be a star. I'll think I'll be even better than Tongkam.
Tuck certainly has a lot to live up to if he is to become as great as Tongkam. Watching from a safe distance, he is taught the secrets of the serpent from the best in the business. Tongkam demonstrates how to coax a snake forward while maintaining control, how to anticipate the strike, and when to kiss the snake in a split-second moment. This is no trick to try at home. In over 25 years of fighting, Tongkam has been bitten 5 times. This particular maneuver previously put him out of action for more than a month, as the snake swung round and bit him in the face. Twice Tongkam has been treated with antivenin. He is now allergic to the medicine. This means the next bite could be fatal. That doesn't stop him from showing Tuck his most dangerous trick. With his mind focused solely on the snake, Tongkam locks eyes with the cobra so that it enters a trance-like state. He begins to lift it from the ground so the snake becomes an extension of his body. As he guides it skywards, the serpent towers above him, levitating only on 1/3 of its body. He lowers the giant cobra before its angry reprisal. He is a true master.
In my heart, I never have fear, but I always remind myself that this is dangerous, and I need to be careful. I need to watch carefully and use all my focus and strength.
With the Cobra Festival only days away now, the snake fighters are in top form. Tongkam will need to be at his best when he takes on the newest snake in the show, the wild-caught king that was recently captured from the forest nearby, where brand new king cobras are now starting to emerge. This clutch of eggs, laid by a wild cobra 2 months ago, begins to hatch. Their mother abandoned the nest only a few days before, perhaps so she wouldn't be tempted to cannibalize her own young. Though they're on their own, the baby king cobras are already a spitball of venom, and in a few days they're ready to hunt. Already the babies are fierce fighters, and sibling rivalry forces the snakes to leave the nest. As the baby cobras disperse through the forest, the coming of new life also signals the arrival of the monsoon. After months without a single drop of rain, the emergence of the baby cobras will bring cause for celebration. Soon the clouds will burst and the land will drink deeply from the monsoon rains. But before the rain has even arrived, people are already celebrating the coming wet season with the joyous water festival known as Songkran, marking the new year. The underlying significance of Songkran is the process of purification through water, the purging of all misfortune and starting the new year afresh. Buddha images are bathed with water in a gesture of respect. It was once the practice to pour gently, but the fun-loving Thais have transposed this into a water free for all. Even the monks don't hold back. Songkran also coincides with the King Cobra festival at Kok Sanga. This is the day the whole village has been preparing for, a celebration of snake fighting, snake dances, even a snake parade. Before the show begins, a snake blessing ceremony is performed to honor the King Cobra. The tying of string around one another is a way of bestowing good fortune. This is equally important for the snake fighters. Tongkam ties his blessings onto the wrist of his nephew Tak. Today is a big day for Tak, as it's his coming of age as a snake fighter. His teacher is aware of the significance of the moment. The biggest audiences of the year are expected at the festival, with up to 3,000 people visiting over the course of the weekend. It will be Tak's first time in front of such a big audience. He waits amongst the boxes of snakes, each containing the cobras and pythons that will be part of today's spectacle. Already, herbal sales are booming as people line up for Kok Sanga's special brand of snake-proof medicine. The excitement grows as the show begins with a chorus line of cobra dancers. The audience are both shocked and amazed by these graceful snake charmers who think nothing of dancing cheek to cheek with the world's largest venomous snake. Make no mistake about it, these king cobras are fully fanged. They don't bite the dancers because they've been raised as pets, whereas the snakes they fight on stage are caught from the wild and are seriously aggressive. The fights begin as the men take on different snakes in the heavyweight division. The referee calls each fight in a frenzy of excitement. Backstage, master and apprentice prepare for their performance. Tongkam talks through the behavior of the snake and tells Tak what to expect. Tongkam prepares for his most spectacular fight yet. He will face off against the newly caught King Cobra, the wild snake that has never been on stage before. In its box, the serpent waits for the showdown to begin. Things are heating up at the Cobra Festival when Tongkam takes to the stage. He limbers up with his unique take on Thai dancing. Tongkam has chosen to fight the new snake, recently caught from the wild. It's risky for him, but more thrilling for the audience to see the full fury of a wild cobra unleashed. The snake is bucking to go. Tongkam has his hands full trying to outwit and outlast his fanged opponent. In a display of pure mastery, Tongkam pushes his performance to the edge. The audience is electrified. Tongkam attempts to hypnotize the wild snake. As a final crowd pleaser, Tongkam performs on stage with the python dancers. Next up is our pint-sized contender, Tuck. He's never performed to such a large crowd, but he hides his nervousness. The rat snake is fast enough to get in a few nips, but Tuck doesn't stop till his round is up. And the crowd is going wild. He even tries a new trick, lifting the snake, just as he saw Tongkam do in training. By letting the snake grab hold of his finger, he lifts it up into the air. The crowd loves him. There's no doubt that Tuck is a champion in the making. For a boy who is mad about snakes, today is as good as it gets. What will become of Koksanga in the coming years is uncertain. But as long as there are cobras to fight and boys like Tuck, this strange snake-mad village will continue.
ผมคิดว่าอยากให้
I'd like to see the King Cobra show continuing for generation after generation. But the people who will carry on the tradition need practice. We need to teach them well. For the young people who would like to carry on the King Cobra show, like Tak, we need to see if they have the potential and the commitment first. I want to see this tradition of Koksanga last into the future.
Away from the crowds of the festival, the king cobra slips silently into the water. Soon the first rains will fall. Just as the snake symbolizes the regeneration of life, so too will the land undergo a renewal as prosperity returns to the kingdom of the cobra.